Hello, everybody, and welcome back to our channel, Two Brothers Outdoors. So glad you can make it today to watch our hunt. We are up in our tree blinds. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon. We like to get here early enough to keep from spooking any deer coming in. They usually come in about an hour before dark. And we'll see what we see today. We're not going to take anything smaller than an 8-point, and it has to have brow tines. That's just rules that we've imposed on ourselves for our property. We really have some nice bucks because we implemented that rule. There is one deer on the property that is going to get a pass, and that's a buck we call Gimpy. We've caught him on camera a couple times this year. It looks like he's a 10-pointer. He has a definite limp. We don't know what happened. As a fawn, we saw him on the property several times with his mom, and he was limping so bad he could barely move. He'd walk a few steps and he'd lay down. He'd walk a few steps and lay down. And we thought for sure he was going to be coyote bait, but somehow he made it through hunting season. Coyotes didn't get him. He got to where he was walking better. He still limped, but he could at least keep up with mom. And the next year he was a 6-point and still had a definite limp, but got along pretty good. Not a big problem. And then the year after that, he was bigger, and this year he's appears to be a 10-point. Not quite sure, maybe a 9, but he's got a pretty good rack on him. Not real tall yet, but it's getting there. But if we see a big buck like that limping into the food plot, we're going to have to assume it's Gimpy, and he'll get a pass. Don't ask me why. Maybe it's just old age and we gotten soft. I don't know. All right, guys. So we're going to sit up here for a little while, see what happens. Brought my snack along. That's right, boiled peanuts. We grew up in the South, and we became very attached to boiled peanuts, so we can still buy them in a can here. And that's our snack of the day. All right, guys, let's see what happens. Okay, it's been a rough 4 years. Old Glory here has been tattered. We are going to put up a new flag with new hopes for America. Yeah, it would have been easier with even a couple of clips, but your brother's cheap. All right, ready? Okay. New administration, new hopes for America. Two Brothers Outdoors. We love our country. We love our flag. We hope the best for all Americans. Boy, that wind is really howling today. 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts. So far, 2 hours in the blind, and we haven't seen anything. No birds, no squirrels, no deer, Nothing. Just swaying trees and a lot of sound from the wind. Yeah, go ahead.
Got a big doe at the stump pole behind my tree stand, coming down over me. Just sitting there.
Behind you?
Yeah, the stump behind me.
I haven't seen so much as a squirrel or a bird today.
She was the first thing I've seen all day, but she came down from the top, so very quiet. I just happened to look there, and there she is.
Okay, well, evidently they're moving, so keep your eyes out. Okay, you can see the sun going down behind the mountain over there. As windy as it is, I really didn't think we'd see anything today, but Tim so far has got one doe working her way down to the food plot. Well, guys, you can see it's getting pretty dark. It's dark in the blind because we have everything darkened out in here with black plastic. But it's getting dark outside. Tim saw one so far. I have not seen anything at all. Brought my coyote calls with me, thinking that if we didn't see anything, I might try to call a coyote in. But since Tim's got some activity, I'm not going to do that. So we got about another 20-25 minutes of light left, and we'll see what happens. You never know. I've had bucks come in at the last moment before. At least I'm not sitting outside attached to the side of a tree, swinging back and forth in the wind, freezing to death. All right, Tim just called me on the radio. The one doe that he had come down, she kind of sniffed around the food plot a little bit and then headed towards the swamp, which would be down in there. And then he's got two more coming in. He's got a doe and a yearling coming in from the top of the hill. So at least he's seeing something. We're not seeing anything over here, but we still got some daylight. All right, guys. I got one down here under these hemlocks. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it or not. I can't tell whether it's a buck or a doe. There is a beech tree down there. And it may be feeding on the beach. I can barely see it. It's right there.
Right, you got one doe coming your way. Just went by the side of my blind, heading down the back trail.
Yeah, I've got one down here right now under the hemlock trees. I can't tell whether it's a buck or doe. It's too dark in there.
Got a big doe back there by the stump, and this one's a smaller one. I thought it was her baby, but maybe not. She's just standing there on the main trail.
Okay, we'll keep our eyes open. All right, guys, they're moving. All right, I put the scope on it, and it is a spikhorn. It's leaving now, and it's going that direction. All right, guys. There it goes. See it? That's the spikhorn. He's right behind that big stump right there. There he goes. Coming into that clearing right there in a minute. There he is. Okay, I got the spike horn moving around behind my stand now.
That little one she took off down the trail.
I got two does headed your way up the trail. You should be able to see them right about now.
Got two coming down from the back too. From the top, two more from the top coming right down the river.
All right, guys, they're moving. Got two does right over here now. I think they're does. There's two of them, and one's big and one's smaller, so I'm assuming they're does. Spike horn headed up towards Tim. Boy, they're dark deer. They blend right in. I'm going to zoom in, but I'm thinking it's probably too dark up there. Deer's right there. Okay, guys, well, I saw 4 does and 1 spike, and Tim's still got some deer out around him, but it's getting pretty dark out there. Just got the little bit of daylight over the mountain there, and that's about it. All right, so not really bad for a day that's windy like this. It's had some movement, but the movement was in the last 15 minutes of daylight. That kind of sucked. All right, guys, thanks for coming along with us. And if you're not a subscriber to our channel, hit that subscription button, thumbs up, you know the deal. All right, guys, thanks for coming along with us. And until the next one, we will catch you later.